Every day I wait for like my life on the jungle in these streets, speaking peace on the hustle to increase, put it all on the house, the spouse, family, freedom, walking yards on the every day on the every day on the every day on the every day.
Squares beware everywhere. I'm JJ Bummy from On the Line Podcast Show with JJ Fummy and Junior. Junior, what's happening?
What it do?
We're back in this for this December 2023. I call it
Yeah,
this.
and end of the year.
Yeah, we calling this show the 2003, where it is real in the field. Tis be the season wrap up. That's what we calling this show right here, this episode. So, all right. I'm gonna talk to y'all quick, but I ain't gonna talk to y'all slick. I want to say something. He got his Laker hat on. Go Lakers.
Oh yeah, we took care of the Spurs tonight. You know, it ain't nothing. One W at a time.
For sure. So we're gonna talk about a few things. We'll talk about some new laws coming into effect in 2024. I ain't gonna talk about all the laws. We're gonna talk about a few of the laws.
Well, is it pertaining to Cali, or is it just, you know?
Oh, one of them is dealing with California, and
Okay,
one is dealing with California, dealing with the cannabis law. Basically, and it sums it up. As long as you're working for the state, the county, and the city, and not working, you cannot be working for a federal agency. You know, if you work for the federal government, but if you work for the state and the county and the city in California, anyone in California, they cannot test you for marijuana no more. For marijuana.
Oh yeah, right. Yep.
Yeah. Test you for marijuana when you're not at work. So you're doing your cannabis, edibles, vapes, whatever you're doing for this cannabis related, they cannot punish you for what you do in your leisure, not at work.
Right. That's fair, but that again, you guys pay close attention. If you work for the post office, if you work for, I guess, you know, something that dealing with, if you have a government job, this is not applicable to
you. VA hospital.
Yeah,
something like that. You know, you can't. You know, this law doesn't apply to y'all. It only applies to people who work in the state of California, and they do cannabis at home. But now, let me get it straight. They can test you if you come to work high and fire you. So don't come to work high. Don't do that. But what you do at home is your business. So,
well, they should know what you be doing at home anyway. But you know, go ahead, moving on to the next one.
That's kicking in 2024. That's the new law. The next law was dealing with what you call that? Child support.
Oh yeah, I read about that. Yeah. Go ahead and get it. I mean, it may be good news for the guys, but bad news for the moms. And, you know, it's good news for the fathers, but bad news for the moms. Go ahead and lay it on them.
Well, let me do this right quick, and get down to the get down, and get a clear understanding what it is, what it ain't, when it comes to the law with child support.
Yeah, and this is very important because we have a lot of child support cases that's pending and that's opening, and it's a lot of guys who fighting for their life dealing with that child support. So, you know, if you listening and watching and you have a child support case, or you think you're going to have to go through that, or anything pending, you really should look into this and see how it's beneficial to you. Every case is different, but this might help your case.
Yeah, Give me a second. Where the heck did it go?
Oh,
Here we go. It's dealing with the collections, uncollectible child support debt for low income parents. So basically, it's dealing with a. Hold on, give me a second. It's popping up a little bit more. Okay, we'll get in a few seconds. This is what happens when you're dealing with this and this. It's called a plan to end the collections of uncollectible child support debt for low income parents. So we're dealing with it said truth to justice to child support this past week praised the decision by the California Department Child Support Services DCSS to administrative eliminate uncollectible child support debt based on a family time and foster care and stop enforcing these child support orders owed to the state. So this is a little bit different. So I guess if your child is, well, ain't gonna be going and say this will bring relief to low income parents impacted by the
mm-hmm.
foster care program by lifting the burden of debt and allowing them to focus on reuniting with their child. We are grateful to the DCSS for taking administration action to reduce the uncollectible child support debt that is owed to the state and stop enforcing existing child support cases that were referred from the foster care program. Okay, so from my understanding, the TJCS said California will no longer collect child support from approximately 62,000 parents from recouping of their child time in foster care and eliminate approximately $500 million of uncollectible foster
Ooh.
care money. So my understanding, I guess, even though that your child is in foster care, they still was building you for child support. And,
Yeah. That ain't
but
right.
and so for those parents, that no longer is going to happen. Now I say they're eliminating foster. I mean, not that they eliminate child support. Just that if your child's in that situation and they've been booking you, so whatever that amount might be, it might be the child was in foster care for whatever 13 months or 2 years,
Mm.
so or
Yeah,
maybe three.
you just knock those months or the time off.
Right.
Basically, it's kind of like saying in a jail situation, time served.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, time
Yeah,
served. So that works out that way.
exactly. It does. And had to bring it to y'all that way. This is the On the Line podcast show with JJ Fum and Junior, and that's the way we're serving it up. You understand me?
And as I said before, he mentioned that every case is different, so it might not be applicable to a certain case, but it's worth reading into. As we say, you might got action.
Yeah, and also it's dealing with CDCR, California Department of Correction Rehabilitation. This pertaining to California. Upon the starting, they got a pilot program going on when they release inmates from prison, state prison. They're gonna end up
Not federal. This is state, correct?
state prison. Yeah, state of
Okay.
California only. They basically gonna giving them incentive program to do certain stuff like get your driving license, go to these classes, and when you go to these classes, take care of these recommends they recommend you to do. They're gonna throw you some bread for doing it. So
Is
if you
there
go,
is there is there exact dollar amount on that?
I don't know, probably
Asking for a friend.
$2,400.
Okay, so what that sums up is you get released, you do these recommend programs, and at the
Yeah,
end,
they go. You go to a reentry. You gotta go to a reentry program.
all right.
That's like a
But keep
halfway out.
but keep in mind that these recommendations have to be completed. Not
Yeah,
I went there for 2 weeks or a month and then I quit. Give me my money. No, you have to be. It had to be completed, and I'm guessing you have to be in good standards after that before they cough up that $2,400. But it's worth it. I mean, you go there, complete the classes, they cut you a check for $2,400. Hey, you getting out of prison 4, 5 years, 6, 7 years, 10 years. That's a hell of a startup kit. $2,400.
yeah, better than 200. I'll tell you that.
Yeah,
But
very yeah, it's better than 200. You ain't lying about that.
yeah, so I think running down the speculation.
Let me. Well, hold on. I got a question about that too. Is that taxable?
Yeah, I don't know. Hey, look here. I don't know. I had to talk to my CPA about it. I got my two and it went real fast. so
Yeah, I got. Yeah, yep. Same here. But
so
anyway, that's good for the males and females. California state only. That's a good incentive for them. You get out, complete these programs. We got $2,400 for you, even if it is taxable. It's 2,400. You walk away. I don't know with 2,000. That's still some good money getting out of prison, just to be handed
yeah,
to you for completing some programs.
yeah. So I'm thinking more. It might be in increments, meaning that you go, you come on to the reentry program. You go in there and get your driver license. You complete that, fill out that
Right.
form. Then they're gonna throw
hmm
you a little piece of some of that. I think it totals up to 2,400. That and then
Well,
if you go to
that's a good start. Getting reacclimated into the world, into life. Your driver's license, birth certificate, social security. These are the documents you need to be a
mhm.
civilian and get going back into the real world.
Most definitely need that the basics to
Yes,
function.
correct,
Yeah, yeah.
correct.
So normally when they start this program, they're gonna change some more stuff. It's gonna get changed up, get better, blah blah blah. Just the fact of the matter, they taking an initiative to even probably put something like this together is huge because now being a former repeat offender, uh, I didn't do nothing. They didn't have nothing like this. They kicked you out. They had a thing called pre-release many years ago in the late '80s, early '90s. They had a pre-release class, and you had to go get your driver license and then renew form and all that. And that would it wasn't statewide. I was just selective
Right,
staff that were doing that, and then they weren't paying you nothing. It was just, hey, you need this. When you get out of here, you'll need this, that. Now, and that was really helpful for, pardon me, for me and for the excuse me other people that was getting out. So I'm glad to see
well,
that they.
every little bit helps when you're trying to get back on your feet. So, but nothing is for free. They ain't gonna give it to you just to say you out, here you go. You're gonna have to do, work your way to that, which is all good because the things they're asking you to do, these are normal things you need anyway.
Right. And I guess to recall them back, I think I was in New Folsom, California. They call it now California State Prison, Sacramento. Yeah, California State Prison, Sacramento. Yeah, that's what they call it, California State Prison, Sacramento. We call it the old New Folsom. I think I got off of. I paroled up there twice. I was on B yard. I was in '93. I think in '93 I paroled up there, and they had that
Mm,
little pre-release class, and it wasn't. It was like a room, and you went in there, and then they brought somebody from DMV. I don't remember nothing being free. You had to have that money on your books to get your California ID and your
yeah,
driver's license. You had one before you came in; it was still good. Your social security card. I don't think we had to pay for that, but they was bringing people in. They were like, "Yeah, fill this out." Boom, boom, boom. So you didn't get none of that stuff until you got into R&R, which is receiving and release. R&R is what come. R&R means what comes in goes out. You got to come in and go out through that way.
right,
And
right,
so,
right.
so when you got down
That's
there, they
where that's where you go at the end of your term of prison. That's where you get your dress outs and all this
yeah,
old stuff. But
exactly.
that but
So
that's a good incentive. That's good to get. That's something to look forward to. I complete these programs. We don't know if it's one big check increments or how it go, but it's something that you can get So
Yeah,
that's cool, man. That's cool.
if you go to the reentry program, they provide for you. You know, if you're allowed to get into the reentry program. See, back then, I only remember that program being that time, and the other two trips, I don't remember none of that. They ain't offer none of that, so they had cut that out. That was a no go. No after that.
Well,
Yeah,
yeah,
you
yeah.
gonna be
You
getting
can't
nothing.
you can't keep coming back to prison to get out just to get some money.
$200, huh? It's a lot of money. Shoot, really? Come on. That was the bus ticket. Just if you know, if nobody was picking you up. I done flew, I done rode, I got been picked up. You know what I mean? So that little money ain't help you do nothing, man. So I'm glad they put something in place and then give the brothers and sisters something to put in their pocket. They can buy a few things so they won't be a burden to their family or whoever their support system is, you know. So they're looking out for a program, something better than nothing, you know what I mean? So
Indeed, indeed.
yeah, so I think a lot of people that's Googlers and the goblins that's out there lurking, flocking, smashing, grabbing, dashing, like Princer and Rudolph sliding through the snow. Nobody wants
Hmm.
to know these things what's going on out here. So you better be careful, man, because check this out, man. I said on the news yesterday here in California, uh, there was a person that got released from prison, a male, and he had went to prison for robbery, armed robbery, robbed the armored truck.
Oh, oh,
Yeah,
he went straight to the pros, huh?
yeah. Well, from correct, he had been in prison for an armored truck or a bank robbery already. He was in jail doing time, and he felt out a passionate release, and you know they granted it to him. So he had been down since he had knocked down what 30 some years or something along that line, right? So they granted to him on passion release. They gave him 40 some years, gave him passion release, let him out. He ran the play on that. He ran the play. Got out 60 years old, hit an armored truck. I'm sorry to laugh. They hit him for 100 bands. Pulled up on him. You know, they got it on camera and everything. Pulled up on the man, told him release that bag right there. I'm gonna need that, and ran off with 100 bands in the bag at 60 years old. They ended up catching him
Of course
weeks
they
later.
did.
Yeah, you know, reading the license plates. And they found it, hit where he was staying at. He got the baseball cap and the blinky that he used in the get down, and he got the
Oh
money.
yeah.
He had like 9 bands left or whatever stuck in the refrigerator. I was like, damn, pops, 60 still running the play,
Yeah,
huh?
he's maybe he just gave up on life because there's no, hey, we don't know what he was thinking or what he thought he was going to get away with, but I tell you now, that ain't it. And hey, yeah.
Yeah, that was a bad decision making. That's what it was. Total bad decision making.
Well, you said they caught him a week later.
Yeah, he got away from the initial scene of the crime.
Okay, so he had a week to live the good life.
Yeah, well, you know how that goes. So I don't know if the feds picked him up
Oh,
or the
the
school
Fed's
on
gonna
call.
pick that up, man. Come on now, come on now.
You
You
know,
smarter than the average bear. You know the Feds pick that up.
yeah. So I'm like, oh yeah, ah, hey, it sounded good in the head, but actually, this wasn't a good thing. It wasn't, bad plan. I understand you got to get your money, man. I don't
But
know. Just
at 60 years old, man, come on, bro.
yeah,
You can't afford to do 2 years in prison, let alone what you're about to get for doing that. You got caught with the yah and the money. And,
you know.
all right.
I'm like, well, Pop, what was you thinking, man? You wasn't doing no good thinking. Ain't nobody can tell you nothing.
But hold on. You know what, man? I'm gonna say this. He probably was thinking that before he even got out of prison. He probably had that plotted out that that's what he was gonna do. You know as well as I know, a lot of people getting out. They already plotting their next move upon release. You know
Hey,
that.
look, you know what? You know what? And look, I'm smiling for a couple of reasons, but uh, I understand where he was at, but yes, I've been when I'm like, yeah, when I was youngster, I was like, yeah, okay, I'm finna run the place soon they let me out. You feel me? So I
But
understand.
how long was he sitting down before he got out?
They knocked down some calendars, dog. They had knocked down about 20, 30 years. Yeah, 'cause they gave him like 46 years or something like that. He had been down 30 of that or something. So for for the same kind of get down. So
Well, as they say, you get out of prison, you get the slick COs to tell you we'll leave the light on for you, meaning they know you'll be back. So they left the light on for him and kept his bed warm because he ain't been out a whole week.
you know what?
Hopefully he stashed some of that bread to put on his books.
Yeah, well,
Don't
kind
even don't even get a lawyer. Don't even get a lawyer, man. You caught with your hand in the cookie jar, dead to rights. Just take that bread and put it on your books because you gonna need it.
you know what? I'm gonna say this. I understand when I was younger, when I was youngster, when I was in my early 20s, I was down in Calipatra. I was on level 4 in Calipatra. I was on both y'all on A yard and B yard. So it was like round 92, 93. Was it 92, 93? No. Excuse me. 96, 96, 97. Yeah, I think it was around there. Excuse me, 96, 97. Around that time. I think it was 96, 97. Let's see. I think it was 90. Yeah. Anyway, I was down in Calipatria. And, long story short of the whole thing, uh, this counselor lady who used to be up in New Folsom, she was a counselor up there when she was down here down in Calipatria. That's in Southern California. New Folsom was up in Sacramento County,
Up north.
right? So we down closer to San Diego at Calipatria, Imperial Valley. That's the valley it was in. So anyway, she's working down there as a lieutenant, and she's running this thing called committee. And I remember her and all that when she was a CEO and all that. She moved up the ranks. So long story short, um, I didn't go into committee. I lost some time for some activity. Me and then I got into some physical activity. Putting in some work, and I went to the hole and did my whole time and all this messed up my release date and all kind of stuff. Damn, you got the homie a life sentence. Damn, you got both a life sentence at the time. So luckily he didn't. We didn't. So they take me back to community when I get back to get to the yard, and my release date was still coming up. It got kicked down by about 90 days because for the 115. So she says this. She said, "Oh yeah, you about to go home." So this it's a sister and this some other races of people in the committee, and she says, "Yeah, how long is it gonna take for you to come back?"
Mm.
I'm my mind. I'm like, "Who the fuck is she? What's she doing? You talking to me?" She said, "Yeah, because your butt coming back. You ain't learned nothing." Like, man, I'm trying to not. I'm like, yeah, you got me. You really got me. Yeah, you got me fucked up. You really do get at me like that up in this committee. So I'm trying to keep it composed, but I kept it. I didn't want to give. I thought more she was trying to bait me to get me more time because I
Oh yeah,
really.
you don't want to let loose on her.
Yeah. I'm trying to keep it together. You got to think. I'm thinking this what. How old was I? Was like 20, 23 or something like that. I was 23, 24. So that'd have been. Anyway, I was in my mid 20s. So my mind I was a nut. I was straight.
Yeah.
I was a mess. So I said some stuff, but I kept it within the lines. I really want to just kick the table and throw a straight nutty up in there because you asked me.
Nah, they would have took you
Yeah,
to Buckingham Palace.
Yeah. I might have got a whole nother ad charge on. But anyway, she said, "Yeah, your butt gonna be back. Yeah, I'll be here. We'll be here waiting on you. We'll do.
Mm-hmm.
I got up like man,
Mm-hmm.
on some bullshit, and I banged the turf and walked out. Right, and then the police was all gathered all up. They like, and then I had my little size on. I was a young dog, man. I was with all the bullshit. They needed to be on deck. But down there, they was knocking the police out, choking them out, stabbing them, killing them. It was all that type of activity was going on in Calipatria in the '90s. You know what I'm saying? Me, so I come out, they all posted up, and everybody outside, the homies outside, waiting on me to come out. So when I come out the program office where they was having a committee in the little room, the homies like, "What's up, man? What's all that?" Because they can see all the police moving around. They looking at the body language. What happened in there? I said, "Man, this punk ass whoop the whoop lady up here, whoop the whoop." Because a lot of dudes knew her, and they,
Yeah.
she was a nice looking sister, but she got at me sideways. So I'm talking reckless, like, man, this punk ass, blah, 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 blah. Talking
Man,
about
look here.
I'm
That's what they do.
gonna come back. Yeah, they like, oh man, she said that to you. Oh yeah, she was trying to bait. They were trying to bait you in. You know what I mean? They damn near had me, but
Yeah, they
I
did. Good.
look,
Hey,
dog,
good thing you didn't. Good thing you didn't lose your cool.
look, trick it out. So I ended up getting out. So it was like I stayed out 5 months. I stayed out 5 months or two. I wasn't even out 5 months, 2 days. I was back in the county jail in the game, Miles. LA County in the game. 5 months, 2 days. From the time she said that,
Mm-hmm.
5 months and 2 days. I'm back in the system.
Good thing you didn't run back into her. They probably would have bet money on that.
Yeah, yeah. That was, you know, that was my mindset at the time, dog. I was,
Well,
you know,
that probably was old Pop's mindset. He figured I'm 60 something years old, getting out. I've been going all damn near a decade
couple
over.
decades.
What am I gonna do? He went back to what he knew. But when you get out, all those years pass. The lick you've been doing, it ain't the same lick. It's over
Speak
with.
on it. Speak on it. That's the gym, and that's one of the gyms in this story right here. That's what you just said,
The,
part right there.
the
So
licks ain't the same no more.
no, they shiny and beautiful, but they smoking mirrors. Can't do it
Yeah,
like
they
that no more.
they let you think you getting away. And one thing I can say about the feds, they don't run up on you. They just walk right to you and be like, "We need to talk to you." They come smooth. They come smooth as molasses. Hey, we need to talk to you. They don't run up in you. They don't make no noise. They don't do none of that. They just come in. You see some white dudes with some suits on. Yeah, it's pretty much over with for you.
Yeah,
And they take
exactly.
you. Yeah, but
Yeah, but see that.
Pops will be all right. He'll be all right.
Yeah, because he probably went in when he was in his 20s or 30s, and did 30 years up in there, and turned up to be 60. Still think he still got it. Yeah,
All right,
well,
man.
yeah, it's a lesson learned, man. For all the viewers and listeners, we don't advocate you press that line. We on some
Mm-mm.
old folk stuff. We on some square bed stuff around here. Square, square to the fact, to the bone. Living a square life, man. Getting it
I
slow but
concur.
getting it.
I concur. Uh,
Taxpayer, church going, praying, all that. That's the way we
just
run this place.
just drink your tea at night, say your prayers, and go to bed early.
Yeah. We ain't pressing that line no more, man. We had our fun in the game, and we out of the game. We no longer in the game, no longer on the field. We in the stands looking at everybody else do what they do around us, man.
Shit, I never was in the game. I just got caught up in the fanfare. That's all that happened to me, man. I was never in the game. I just got caught up in the crowd. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Hey, look. Still, hey, you got lost in the sauce, man. I did too, man.
That's it,
I
man.
was,
I wasn't in the game, man. I wasn't no player in the game. I wasn't a coach. I wasn't even a ref. I just got caught up in the fanfare, and that was
yeah,
it. But
yeah.
That's some yesteryear stuff. So I'll try to forget about it.
Yeah, but what we saying to you, you might want to listen to us because we'd have been there and done that, and end result was the street don't never lose. You know what I'm saying? The street have no losses. So peep that and learn that and pass that on. Maybe they help you down the road, man. Make a decision to square up and do the right thing, man. What is the right thing? Getting you a job, creating you a company or something on that nature, man, and making money the legitimized way, and making a way for yourself, man. That's the way we've been rocking, man. That's how we can continue to
Man,
rock. But
yeah,
anyway,
that's positive stuff.
for all you squares and lames in the gang, hit that like, hit that share, hit the subscribe button. We on all streaming platforms. Tap in with us, man. Hit us on our IG, on the IG. Hit us up on our Facebook. Hit us on the line podcast show, OTLPS, on the UJJ from the YouTube channel, man. Hey, we here, Junior. You got something you want to tell them, man?
No, not really. End of the year, holiday coming up. Watch yourself and all those.
Woo-hoo!
Just clap your hands and give yourself a chance. Pretty much.
Hey, watch out for the boogeyman, bleed hat, because it's going down, man. Pay attention to your surroundings at all times. When you're outside your house, man, even when you're in your house, you might want to peek out the window and make sure ain't no unscrupulous people floating around your house, man. Look at your Ring camera, man, and pay attention what's going on around you, man. Stay prepared, man. And always, man, protect yourself, man, and your family, man. Much love, respect to all our viewers, all our fans. Yeah.
Appreciate you.
You're out there. Hey, and have a great Christmas, everybody.
Every day I wait for like my life on the line. Jungle in these streets, speaking peace on the line. Hustle to increase, put it all on the line. House to spouse, family freedom, walking yards on the line. Every day on the line. Every day on